Hey everybody, welcome once again to Novice to Legendary. You'll probably see something a little different, like my face in the bottom corner of the screen. Yeah, I'm figuring some of this out. So, anyways, for the past few weeks we've been doing a series on spell management for the different spellcaster type of classes. Uh, Honestly, I'm kind of feeling almost like we could probably just stop really well, we can stop really soon because I've only got like three classes left to go: paladin, druid, and sorcerer. Paladin's today's. But anyways, it feels like it's just kind of the same thing over and over and over again. So I'm just going to do something a little different here, and you can expect something a little more in depth on not necessarily on spell management in D&D Beyond, but maybe more just on just character builds in general. I'm talking with my hands a lot here. Don't know why. So, anyways, so with paladins, their main, the spell casting ability is charisma. I imagine it's because you're doing that force of will and spirit. If you know, that's kind of what I'm picturing it, thinking of it as is you're just sheer force of will, sheer spirit, and whatnot. I if if I was to build actual paladin in Savage Worlds, I would imagine since it's miracles, which is what paladins and clerics would be using if they were built with Savage Worlds rules. As I would imagine it, it'd all be based off of some kind of skill that's attached to your spirit dice, your spirit trait. So, anyways, we're not talking Savage Worlds here. We will be in future videos, but today it's all about D&D and D&D Beyond and getting your perfect paladin. Yeah, it's probably a good reason why Sam went with the Warlock instead. It just kind of rolls better in that song, doesn't it? So, anyways, with the point buy system, I beefed up the charisma as much as I could without like totally dump statting the other ones. Like you can see, I was stacked up here. I would probably have could probably put something else into strength if I had points left. If I felt like swapping those out, but I don't feel like it. So there you go. So as you can see down here in your score calculations, just base score of 15 gives you a modifier plus 3. You get a plus 1 racial bonus, but it's still kind of in that plus 3 range. So that's why we only have a plus 3 modifier there. So we'll bounce back to the class list. You're very familiar with this after seeing some of my other videos, and hopefully from playing around in D&D Beyond yourself. So go to the spells list, and you can see here I've got a bunch of prepared spells already because I'm redoing this video. But anyways, so you have your list of prepared spells here. Again, usual like we talked about last week. You can click all sorts of places to get the full rundown on what each spell does. And to prepare spells, you actually go here to your known spell list here. And as you're preparing spells, you can always either go back to this screen here, the class management screen, and re-prepare spells as you see fit. Or you can also go to your character sheet, a lovely, lovely character sheet here, and do the same thing. So you can kind of see in the list here, have all the spiffy class features that paladins have, and then spells you can cast as bonus actions. Apparently, if I'm reading this right, since it's falling under the bonus actions. Or maybe that's just action. Yeah. The new layout is a little. Oh, look at that. Bonus action. And then action. So you actually can cast these as a bonus action, and then your actions, and then your attack spells if I had any prepared, and then just your straight up spell list. So I guess there's still kind of okay, it's not necessarily a straight up spell attack. That's probably why it's not there. It's just a beefing up. Yeah. So future videos, I'm actually going to start doing some more deep dives into the magic itself. Uh, you know, Kind of maybe do some breakdowns by class and spell level for all of the schools of magic, and kind of going into what spells to use from each school if you're looking to fulfill a certain role on the battlefield, whether you want to be purely offensive or defensive, doing a lot of debuffs and buffing up your fellow adventurers, stuff like that. So, anyways, besides future videos, hopefully it'll be more. I'm wanting those to be a little more varied in everything than this series has been so far. So stay tuned. So, anyways, the other option again with managing your spells is you click the Manage Spells button, and then you can unprepare whatever ones you don't want to have prepared, and go to your known spell list and pull from there for the next stretch before for that stretch before your next long rest, which you can do here, short rest and all that. It gives you a good description of what those do throughout. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. If not, you're just like, oh my goodness, it's the same thing over and over again. When will they talk about something new? It's coming. There's more coming down the pike. I keep coming up with other things that I'd like to talk about in one video series or another. So, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, hit me up in the comment section, as well as the other viewers. In this video on what you'd like to see happen next, what kind of videos you'd like to see happen next. Even shoot me some messages in YouTube itself. There's a comment section for the channel as well. Maybe I'll need to start something there. Besides that, there's also email, novicelegendary@gmail.com, Twitter you can @me, novicelegendary. It's all right there in the video description, along with a link to the blog that I recently started for the Savage Worlds campaign that I've started. And you can expect some updates on that very soon. In fact, tomorrow. Being tomorrow as of when this is released. So, until next time, like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and happy gaming.